All right, everybody, we're at the Conewago Falls, and I am doing a panoramic shot just to document how the river is when it's at 3.9. It's at 3.9 today, not quite low enough for all the stuff to pop out, but I wanted to come up today because there's a spot up here, kind of up by what I guess we're calling the crow's nest, or the first really big monster pothole as you head upriver. I found another rock not far from that I didn't know about, despite having been up here probably close to a dozen times now. I didn't know about this rock, and it's got stuff underneath it. That's really the question I came today here to answer. I'm hoping that it is above water so I can actually explore it. That's my only goal today. I was gonna wait until later on in the summer and come up to check it out, but I can't help myself. I'm too curious. I want to know what's underneath this giant granite boulder. So first we're gonna do is we're gonna document, okay? So I'm gonna stand right here at the tip of this outcrop, which is above water right now, right on top of this tiny little pothole, and I'm going to do a panoramic shot, starting off pointing at the tower line there at the heart of the pothole country, and I'm just gonna, you know, do like not a 360, but I'm gonna do a wide panning shot so we can document the river at 3.9. Action. So what I'll do is I'll come back here the next time I come here, which will probably be a month, maybe 2 months, and I'll do the exact same spot from the exact same location with the same camera and everything. We'll do that panorama, and that'll give a good AB. You know, that'll give us a good way to see how much, you know, a foot comes off, because it's 3.9. It got down to as low as 2.9 last summer, so maybe we'll come back at 3.5 and 3, and we'll do these similar panoramic shots just as a kind of cool visual thing to do. So we're gonna head up there right now. But wait, there's more. Out in this outcrop, I saw this big thing, and I thought, wow, that's a huge chunk of concrete with a cable. And look what we have here. A freshly removed, washed down river buoy, official river buoy, probably an official 3-mile island no boating buoy. This thing has still got the shine on the plastic, so I can't imagine this is very old. I've never seen one so new. Usually the ones I see are busted, broken, filled with water, you know, ripped apart. This one is really intact. Here's a scale shot so you kind of get an idea of how big these are. They're pretty big, and they're heavy. You know, the top part is hollow, or it has foam in there. Some of them have foam on the inside. I don't know why I find these things so interesting, but I just do. So this is the top of the buoy, and look at this light here. It's got little solar panels in it. I don't know what kind of light it is, probably like a super bright halogen blinking light or something. I mean, it's called Top Hat Flat RS 6L4V, McDermottlight.com. So maybe we'll look that up, see what that is, see how much one of these costs. I mean, it can't be cheap, these things, and they've got dozens of these all around the island. And right here it says ROLYAN buoys, rolyanbuoys.com. Maybe we can get a price on one of these and see how much they cost when they disappear. But yeah, never seen one, never found one, never came across one in such good shape. I don't remember this here last year, and right here is where we kind of dip down into the river to start walking upriver to the best of the potholes. So we were right there. I know I would have seen this and would have come over and checked it out. So this is new. This washed in here over the winter. All right. And there's a nice amount of water coming over the dam. There's a really big log perched right on the top there. So some things have definitely changed, as it does every year after the high water comes through. All right, we're going up there, and we're gonna see what's inside this rock. All right, let's get going. We are here. See how all the tops of the boulders start to get that dark appearance? That means we've reached a certain elevation. We kind of come up this kind of road. It's not a road, but kind of lower level here. You can see as you look down, you don't see any of those dark tops. If you get down a little farther, you start to see a few. But in general, you come up this way, come up to the second power cut if you want, hit the river, and then you walk up here. And as you walk here, you know, standing over there, you'll look up here and you'll see all the dark tops of the boulders. That means that's basically where you get into the really good stuff. That's the third power line cut. You can also go the whole way up to there. I know I'm repeating myself, but you know, I'm here, so I just talk about it. You can come out here. Spider hole's right there. Big berth is there. That's the crow's nest, or whatever you want to call it. That's our rock right there. I'm looking at it, and it is just above the water. But I think it's this one right here. I think we're gonna be able to make it. I like it when it's like this, because starting up at the very top, you get the white water kind of coming the whole way down. It really gives it that kind of active, white watery kind of feel, and it sounds nice. All right, that's our rock. Let's go check it out. Hopefully this is as cool as I think it's going to be, but you never know. So if that's the crow nest, I was over there, I was looking down this way, and again, like I said, as many times as I've been up here, I've been walking up down here. I was at this spot, I was at this hole. I've been here probably, like I said before, a dozen times. And I guess this just serves to illustrate how when you're up here you can pass over something. So I was standing there and I saw that hole right there. So I popped up here, I said, oh, look at that, that's cool. And that is cool. And what struck me about this one was how it's not perfectly round, but it's a nice circular shape. It just goes right through, so you could peek under there. But what really caught my eye was when I stepped over to the top of the rock and I saw this, and I saw this, and then I realized they both go down into the rock, into caves, or into passages that are under the rock. And I was like, oh wow, look at this one here. And then I saw this one, which goes in there too. I can see deep down in there. See, it's got a little, the little stick is wedged in there. Here, let's, and there's a piece of wood there. Let's get rid of that here. Well, we'll do that from the inside. So, yeah, but we can get in here from around here. So let's go around this sucker. And we're gonna crawl up inside of it. And see what I have a feeling that the inside is pretty cool. Okay, hold on, we can't get there because there's water there. I do not have my muck boots on. So let's see what it does. Oh, there we go. Yeah, look at that. You see back in there? Oh yeah, look at that. I think I have to go. That's totally, yeah. I think I'm gonna go down through the hole. Let's do that. Or I can come around this way. Maybe we can attack it from the other side here. The whole thing is just hollow in there. The question is, how do you get in there? And here's a little window. See this? I think looking straight up is the the big pothole. Here's another view here. I mean, that's a pretty big space. And then there's this one here, which is basically like a whole space in there. Check this out. Right? Ah, a bunch of bugs in here. See that? And my head's the whole way up in here. It's just a solid roof. That might make for a good cover shot. Now we're both in it together. Yeah. There's the top. And I tell you what, probably in the mid upper 80s, or sorry, mid upper 70s right now. And I just poked myself under here. The rock is cool. The air is a little cooler. If you're ever here up at the falls and you start to get a little, you know, overheated, just climb in one of these holes here. This is a perfect example. You don't even have to climb into the hole. You just stand with your head up inside here and you cool off. It's not a giant boulder. It's big, but it's not as big as some of the other ones. But when the river goes down to 3, this is all exposed and dry. I'm gonna have to go through the top and maybe crawl out this way. Now that I've excavated that side, I'm 100% sure I can get out. My only concern was as I crawl in here, it's not very deep, but sometimes there's no footholds. You know, sometimes you go into a hole you can't get out of. But if I can't get out up this way, I can just crawl out right through there. This one, I don't even know what's going on here. We're gonna access this one from inside, all right? Here we go, let's do it. Telescope. All right, we're down in a hole. I got to shorten this up because it's way too long for the space down here. There we go. So that's what we dug out right there. And maybe we'll just crawl out that way because it'll be interesting. Here is the hole that was really too small to get out of. Right there. There's a nice little pothole here. This is the other. That goes out to the water part. A lot of cobbles in here. And it is, see all those bugs though, huh? And then over here, you got another passage. Oh wow, yeah. All right, so that's really the biggest entrance right there. I don't know why I can't just crawl in through that. I think it's because there was water here. This here, okay, so we came from here. Here's that thin wall I was talking about. And then, as you can see right here, is the other one, which is right there, which looks really cool from underneath. Let's get rid of this piece of wood here. It's really buggy. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I can get up in here to a certain. As you can see, all the bugs are immediately going out. This is very nicely worn. It's very photogenic in here. Right there, I'm extended about a foot below. I tell you what, why don't we extend this thing and see if we can get a shot of me from outside looking the whole way down. And I'm basically laying on the gravel floor right now in between the two sections of the cave. All right. Hey everybody. All right, here I am. I'm gonna extend the pole now and see if we can't. See if we can't get a shot. Bear with me here. I'm laying on these cobbles, and it's not really that comfortable, right? Okay, now I'm fully extended. Let's see what happens. All right. All right. I don't know if you can see me based upon the light, the glare. So you might not be able to see me. I'm moving my hand right now. What I can do is turn on my light like that. Maybe you can see that. Crawl up in here a little bit. All right, so now I'm about halfway up this one here. I could probably get farther if I didn't have all these cobbles on my butt, but I should be able to get something. I should be able to get a picture. Here we go. I'm bringing it down. All right, I gotta do the undo the selfie stick because it's too long. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. See how I'm kind of jammed up in here? All right, I'm gonna try to take some stills with my phone. Okay. All right, guys. I ran out of time on my card. I forgot to offload some stuff. I'm gonna get some shots from outside with my Panasonic. I ran out of storage space on my disc there with my GoPro while I was down in the cave right here. So I'm just gonna do a couple shots with the Panasonic, going in, going out, scale shots, stuff like that. This is a really cool spot. It's not that big, but it's a really cool place to take photographs because you get down in there and the light hits off the curves. Kids would absolutely go ape over this little thing because it's like a ready-made fort. Hello. Hello. Got all muddy. If you want to find it for yourself, that's the third tower on the third power line cut. If you find that right there, that's a big one. Just come right down. It's pretty much right here. You're standing on it, you're looking down, directly down at the power station, all right? Thanks for coming on this little adventure. If you have fun, hit subscribe, ring that bell, follow me on all the platforms, all right? This is Brett for TopoRanger, signing out.